Hello, Luis. My name is Nicolas Franco, and today I'm going to present you my final assignment on the Mercado Capitales class for the exercise of the Market Watch competition and simulation on the stock market. At first, you asked us what factors, analysis, or news led you to buy or sell certain assets. So, firstly, and because of previous knowledge, I decided to short or invest on the pharmaceutical market or industry because like my first choice was to short on Moderna because I know that the sales decrease on the COVID-19 vaccine it's letting the company to to cash problems. They don't have a lot of liquidity, so their stock was going down. So um, that was one of my first analysis. Then I took another pharmaceutical enterprise called Alkermes, which is a company focused on oncology, and they decided to break the company into the oncology sector, or the oncology operations of the company, and on the rest of the operations of the company because they also make some different alternative medicines for different secondary effects on cancer. So they break the company and their stock because of many people was skeptical about the separation of the operations. The stock started going down, so I also shorted it just like Moderna. And when I saw it was gonna bounce, I covered the short. So it was a nice strategy, smart strategy. Then tried to vary a little bit from the pharmaceutical industry, and I took Next Tracker, solar company, a solar energy company based in the U.S. that it's building a lot of solar parks. And this time I didn't short, but I bought it, and then I sold it for a good price, and I also made a good profit. Um, which position exceeded your expectations? This is the second question you made us. Um, many did, but at the beginning, my strategy was to play to the long term and to diversify my portfolio and all the things of a safe portfolio that one sees on the internet every day. But this time, I realized that we were playing on the short term. We were playing we had like 28 days for the simulation. So I started taking volatile stocks and making a quick profit out of them. I wouldn't even hold them for 24 hours. The maximum I held one of the stocks was for 2 hours. Um, the first one and the one that made me win the most money, and I am proud to say that I got the fourth place in the ranking because I actually trusted. Like I was confident of my third place, and the last day, one guy took my third place and leaving me on the fourth place. But this specific stock called MSP Recovery was like crazy. It was really volatile. So in the matter of 10 trades or 10 different transactions, I was able to make $17,000 from this stock. Um, and the transaction that made me the most money was in a lapse of 3 minutes, and it made me three point $3,800, like $3,000 and 3,800 dollars. It's a lot of time to make in 3 minutes. So that was a really nice position. I took another one called Palantir Technologies that was also really volatile, and this one made me in just 1 hour playing with it, making different transactions. It made me $7,000. So yeah, I discovered this volatile stocks and I started playing a lot with them, and I set aside, I left apart the long term and safe options for playing with the riskier assets, but the ones that were gonna give me the highest profits in the shorter term, the shorter time. Which positions perform so optimally? Actually, the only one that did for me really suboptimally, or the one that I can think about this moment. It's called Exelixis, and it's a technology stock that I shorted it, thinking it was going down. I didn't do much research. I just followed a page that told me that it was going down, and it didn't. I shorted it. It went up. I would in one moment I was about to lose $4,500, and I decided to hold it and wait, and I ended up just losing $1,824, which wasn't that bad actually. But having the overall losses, um, I could have earned a lot more from the game. What are the main things I learned? I learned about taking risks and taking smart risks, analyzing my options, analyzing why I'm taking certain choices, um, and being prudent, obviously, but taking risks that don't compromise my safety, don't compromise my well-being, or don't compromise my whole capital, my whole how to say it, yeah, like all that I own, but I can risk some of it in order to make more of it. So that's one of the main learnings. Another thing I learned is that if I want to make money in the short term with stocks, I have to be a lot more risky. I have to take a lot more risks, and if I want to make like safer money on the long term, I have to diversify my portfolio. And when this is what I want to tell you in the last question, and is you asked me, how will your experience in this virtual game affect your investment decisions in the future? And it's about that. It's about first I have to decide if I want to invest for the short or the long term, and if I want to do it for both, what I would do would be to take 70% of my allowance of what I can spend, what I can afford on this portfolio. Let's say it's $100,000, just like in the simulation. From this $100,000, I would take 70 or 75 even to invest on safe stocks, and I would diversify that portfolio between pharmaceutical, financial, technology, healthcare, entertainment, like between different stocks, different kind of stocks, different industries that can make me win some money in the some money. No, I would love to make them earn me a lot of money in the long term. And in the short term, I would take the $25,000 remaining, and I would do what I did in this game. That would be I would play on it. I would like invest in stocks for the short term, in 2 hours, 1 hour, make 3,000 or lose 7,000 or win 10,000, but never leaving them for for the market to close. That would be my strategy, and that's something I learned. I really learned about taking risks because I'm a really conservative person, and mainly about the risks I take. So that's it. I would like to thank you for the time you spend on us and teaching us. I would like to thank you for the exercise and the competition, the simulation you created, because it was really fun for us. It was an amazing job to do, and it was great, basically. So thanks for everything, Luis.